All right, everyone, welcome back. Mount&Blade 2 BannerLord Online, the mod community. This is series 2 of our videos of kind of the introduction, I guess I could call the introduction series, step by step on what I think is the best way to do this. So hope you guys enjoyed video number 1. This is video 2. I'm going to show you how to kind of get going, making money, fighting, doing little fun things. So stick around. I hope you guys enjoy this video. And here we are off. So here we are. I actually recommend getting away from Zenica at first because there's a lot of players here in this area, and they tend to just kind of chase a lot of looters off of this area. Uh, you know, anybody that's in and out of this area, they'll run players off, and they'll also kind of crowd them up into one little area. So the looters and the forest bandits, they'll sometimes just kind of hang out in the trees, and they have thankfully kind of down their presence down a little bit, because when I first started playing, you couldn't even walk around here without getting attacked. But it is a lot better now. It's a lot easier for a newer player to actually play this game now. Anyway, video number 2, we're going to learn a little bit about, we got our equipment and got everything set up. We got through the tutorial. And this one here, I'm going to show you what I recommend as far as troops and what I recommend on fighting, who to fight, not what not to fight, and of course, the most important thing, making some money. So you see down here at the bottom, we got about 4,000, and I really haven't made a whole lot of money. So it just kind of shows you that I have bought very cheap stuff. I spent the littlest amount of money that I could have, and sometimes you can actually get this stuff cheaper. Sometimes people put it on there for cheaper. But I've spent very little money in this game so far, and I have only made just a little bit. I mean, I made I think 450 coins in the arena when we first started to get above. No, I had to get above 500, so I had to make that, and then I ran over off the camera and made a little bit of money farming, just so that we could buy that shield. But honestly, I didn't probably spend no more than 30 minutes over there making a little money. So it's not a bad deal. And as you can see right here, there's so many players chasing these looters around, so it's really hard for you to level up on your own. A lot of times they'll join in with you and they take your loot and they'll take your leadership away when they do that. So just beware. Get away from Zenica. You can go to Poros. You can go to Jalmares. You can even kind of sneak over here to Amatitas. I don't recommend it unless you got at least 10 to 15 people, but you can definitely come down here to Poros, and you can definitely come up here to Jalmares. Highly recommend that because Zenica is just crowded so bad. The arenas are crowded. The shopping area is crowded. Used to be way worse than that. It's actually slowed off a little bit. Hopefully the game perks back up and we start getting some more people on here, because it's a lot of fun when there's a lot of people in here. But we don't have to hang out in the same town. That's something we need to make very clear. All right, so we're going to find out what we got here. So at this bottom of the screen down here, you have 105. This is your party morale. Uh, if it's up above 100, you're good. In the campaign mode, if you lose food, this will drop. So right now the game is not set up for food, so or the mod is not set up for food, so you don't have to worry about that. Hopefully, though, it does eventually come in there, because it will be something to do different than just not have to do it. So right now you can have 4 troops. That's you yourself included. So you have a total of 4. Right now your health is 100%. You're good to go. Influence, not really a big deal right now in the mod. And this is how much money we have. And of course, that negative 18 is how much we will pay our troops every hour of the game. So, of course, you're in Zenica. This little button tells you it's nighttime, which you can see. So the only major thing at nighttime, you can't see as far, and also you're a little slower. So, and autumn 4th, 10:43. I don't think that's really critical and important right now, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. Over here, you need to be part of a kingdom for this, and you need to be part of a clan for this. Neither of these 2 slots are available currently. Hopefully they get it in the game pretty quick, because I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully that we can get this channel built up and everybody joining. maybe we can just start our own little clan and get this thing going. So anyway, quest, we've pretty much looked at it, and I think everybody's understanding the quest. You can get quests from vendors, from the arena. I'm sorry, not the arena, the tavern. You can go to villages and get quests. You can go to you can get books that give you quests, just odd and things. Not worried about it. And there you see the squad's wage is $18. So you have exactly 1 hour, and that will be deducted again. So the quest there, you're pretty well. You're not going to be using this for a while. You just kind of get it set up in your mind. You need to get a pretty good bit of troops before you take on a quest. The party here, you kind of want to look at it. We'll walk through it. You have Imperial recruits ready to go. So up here at the top, you will see your troops. You have 4 right now. You can have a total of 6, 5 plus you. So you see the base size is +5, and you are at 1. So you can have a total of 6 people right now. So that's perfect. I do not recommend upgrading these people. They cost money, and right now, if you upgrade them, you're just going to lose them in the next battle, most likely. So don't upgrade these people. These guys right here is very cheap, and you can upgrade him to, can you upgrade him for 200, or you can upgrade him for an archer for 200. So also remember, these are way cheaper to upgrade than actually if you were to go buy them. So there's nothing wrong with upgrading your own troops. You just kind of have to know how to do it. So all right, so there's that. That's pretty much most of that. This little button up here, you can upgrade them a little quicker. Kind of have a little drop down menu. You just click through whichever one you want to upgrade. We'll get into that more. Not super critical right now. So we're going to move on to our inventory. All right, the inventory. So up here in this little corner, there is a inventory capacity 14. Also, if you'll click on this little guy, it will be BannerLord Online. Sorry about that. That was my push to talk button. So I don't I mean it's up to you. It's part of the Patreon thing. So if you walk into that city, Zenica, you walk up to that horse and you can actually go online and subscribe. You know, I don't I'm not against subscribing to anyone. I think the modding community done a great job. You know, but you know, don't think you're gonna go to them and be a better player. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not saying that you shouldn't subscribe to them. I think it's a wonderful idea, but I want you to know, don't do it because it's going to make you a better player. Do it because you want to help them and you want to support them, just like you would want them to support you if you were doing this. You're going to look at your inventory here. So honestly, the things you got out of the fight actually is way better than what you have. But also notice you can sell these things too. So it's up to you. You don't really have to have it right now. But I will say this: the armor, like this guy here, you can sell it. It's not any better than what you have. But if you want to change it out, you could do so. And this here is better than what you have, so you could definitely swap it out now. So just grab it, move it over here, and voila, it's swapped out. So you now have a helmet. And for just kicks and giggles, if you want to add this over here and upgrade that. And you can wear that, okay? See, you teach me things too. So very good. All right, so I don't fool around with a whole lot of the civilian outfits because I don't worry too much about it. But anyway, the battle outfit, there you go. You can swap that out if you want to. You don't have to though. It's not going to really benefit you. Like I said, the tier in the first video, the tiers is really what matters. So when you go to tier 4, yes, you would definitely want to upgrade it, similar to what we did with the armor there, the helmet. So anyway, that's what you look like. Kind of is what it is. If you had a bow, you would equip it in this second slot, and then you would also have to have arrows equipped in this slot to actually be able to use the bow. So you have to buy a bow and arrow, and it's kind of pricey at first. So anyway, let's go over to the character menu. And of course, yes, you want to apply them. So here we are in the skill set. So this is still a work in progress for them. You do need a couple of things that you need to focus on. Of course, whichever skill set you're going to go for, if it's one-handed, two-handed, polearm, bow, crossbow, or throwing, you will need to upgrade those because it will help you out. And of course, these little skills out to the side, you will need to upgrade them. It will make it faster and show you kind of what you're going to be doing over here in the thing. So right now the learning limit is plus 30. So you're gonna learn a little faster once you actually add a skill to that. So the leadership down here at the bottom, toward the bottom, this is your primary thing. You need this more than you do any of your skills up here because you're going to be what you're going to be up here, and you can learn this pretty easy. Like every kill you get in the game, if you shoot them with a bow, then you're going to get points. If you kill them with a or if you hit them with a bow or a one-handed weapon or a two-handed weapon, you're going to get points for that. So it doesn't matter. But the leadership is really critical at first. That's what's going to create more units in your army. So I highly recommend putting your points into social at first. Come over here, click on social, add the points, and there it goes. We actually have one in there now. Very good. And we are level 2 up here at the very top. Not super critical that I'm aware of right now, but you have to be leveling up all the time. You have to be getting skill points. So as you can see, there's leadership here, and we're going to get into this a little more later in the game, but right now we can have 2 more guys. Eventually we get to level 30, and we can be increased by 5 fighters. I want to say that's 25 people, and then when you get to level 60, you will have 50 people. As you can see, this is your XP, and that's that. Also, your medicine, you need it up really good, and you can actually choose between which one you want once you open them up. You'll be able to actually do whatever you want to do there with those. Um, and I will show you, if we get to it, I'll show you which one I do. All right, so we going to get some new soldiers. So hang on, I'll get us a couple more guys, and I'll be right back. All right, very good. We have our troops, and we are fixing to go out and find somebody to fight. So yeah, we are a test dummy, and we are moving around. At this moment, you don't need a horse, you don't need a mule. You're just trying to get your leadership up a little bit. You're trying to get a little bit higher up. So I look at, like I said earlier, get out of Zenica, get out of this area. You can go to Poros or you can go to Jalmares. We're going to sneak over to Poros to begin with, and I'm going to show you that area. And if we get attacked, we'll either pay the ransom or we'll actually fight them. So I actually do recommend you to pay the ransoms because they will actually kill you and take all your goods. If you have a mule or something like that, you're gonna have problems. So we're gonna outrun this force bandit guy, and I'm gonna go over here and see if we can't pick on this looter and see what happens. You can actually go over here and join these fights if you want to. Just click on the looters. We don't want to join the fight though. So we're going to get as close as we can to the city over here. And we're going to get right here in case we get took out. We'll be able to get in this castle. Now you can't do anything in a castle, but you can attack. So we're going to get attacked right there. This other guy's going to run off because he can't join us. But if he was a looter, he could join us, and sometimes it will. You can also pay the ransom if you don't want to fight him. Pay the ransom and just you have to go make money. So let's get in this battle and let's see what is happening and what we can do. And just like that, you go down. And guess what happens? You pay money. So let's see the mistakes and let's see what to do different in this moment because most people are just going to get completely took out all the time. All right, so you are in Poros and you are whooped. You can see down here in the bottom, your health is all the way down, and also all your troops are wounded. So what happens now? So you're kind of in a spot to where you can go make some money by going to the arena and fighting, but your health is so low, your chances of winning is extremely low. So your merchants have found you and they brought you back to Poros. So you've got to do two things here. You can basically hunker down and say, you know what, I'm not going to fight here in this area. I'm going to sneak back over to Zenica. Or you can say, you know what, I'm going to go back out there and try it again. And that's what I recommend. And I want to show you. So two of our guys died, and we only have 4 wounded. One's ready to upgrade. So right now, you have the opportunity to take them over here and dismiss them. So you are free. You can go in now and hire you 6 more people that are ready to fight. So let's go get 6 more people, and I'll be right back. All right, so I have our troops, and you can see we have 5 of them. We're actually trying to get away from this group of looters right now. So we're just running away from them. We're looking for another group of looters to fight us right now. Even though our guy is injured, he will still be able to hold a shield and actually fight. You'll see that here in just a minute. We're actually headed back down towards Zenica right now. You don't want to go out of Poros and around that area over there because it is very much dangerous, and you just kind of want to move up here in this area, just kind of north of Zenica, and you tend to actually find the lower numbers. So one thing we did wrong was we picked on 11 looters. So let me show you something. Our recruits has the same qualities as one of the looters does. So we're going to go pick on one of these 5s. He probably comes for us. We may have to chase him down. But the looters have the same type stuff as us, and we can't fight them as good. You know? So we tend to actually die pretty easy. Sooner or later we'll catch one of these guys. They just kind of run from your numbers. Over here, they all run from you. I'm just trying to make a point and actually fight somebody. But if you get too far, and there's nothing really wrong with going and picking on 10, if you get your troops set up, and I'm gonna show you that here in a minute. If you get your troops set up right in the battle line, in the battle formations, before the battle really begins, you tend to have a better chance at fighting them. But of course, you know, you kind of have to be careful and what you do. So these Sea Raiders up here, they're a lot harder to beat right now because they actually have armor on. None of your troops other than yourself has armor. So just keep that in mind. You don't want to fight somebody that's got armor on when you don't have armor on. Kind of common sense type thing. These looters over here, we're about to catch them. We're going to run them into a corner. So we're going to catch them, and we'll be able to take these guys on, and it'll basically be a one-on-one fight. So we're going to load in, and I'll show you kind of how I set this up. So I want to just kind of aggro these guys. And even though I died, our guys will take these out easily. And there we go. Our leadership went up, and we've got money, and we're leveled up. And we have a player that's ready to go. And we're the only one that got wounded, so it's good. So all 5 of my guys is good to go, ready to go. And there are items. You can actually loot this stuff, or you can nitpick. So like some of this stuff is actually worth more than other things. When you go to the artisan, you know, snapshot it with your phone or whatever, and actually keep up with how much this stuff is, and you can actually pick through which ones you want. When you only have like 15 weight over here, you can only take so much. So like what you're going to make a lot of money off of right now is like clothing. These things here are worthless. They're not going to make you any money hardly. But there's nothing wrong with that. You can just take all and you're going to slow down. If you get above 15 here, you're going to be too slow and you're not going to be able to move. So just keep that in mind. All right, so we're going to come back over here. And again, we took on 5 very easily and took them out without losing anybody. So there's nothing wrong with taking on 5 or 6. You just can't take your troops into battle with you. A lot of people just hit F1, F2, follow me, and they head straight into battle. What you want to do is aggro them away from your troops and then charge your troops. So you kind of stab them in the back type thing. Yeah, sorry, I don't know that that's actually politically correct these days, but that's just kind of one of them things. Just kind of get their attention and then let your troops charge in, and usually you will come out on top. You can take almost all the way up to 10 like this, and we're going to prove it later in the game. We'll sooner or later be able to take on a 10 or so, but just kind of proving a point. So we're going to fight this one, and then we'll probably call it an end. So thanks for joining this one, and I hope you guys having a good time, and stay tuned. We'll get some more videos later. Just like that, and we'll do it one more time. There you go. And I hope you've enjoyed this video. Stay tuned. We'll get one more up, and we're going to learn a little bit more about advancing our troops and getting the right battle formation set up. So just keep your looters, your recruits going at a low level, all the way up to like probably 10 or so. I wouldn't upgrade them until later on, and then you can actually, come back and be able to join them later. So anyway, thanks for watching. I will catch you later.